here's what happens. It's been a great winter, with lots of snow and lots of time to play in it. The days have been short. You've been getting up in the dark, and it gets dark long before you have to go to bed. But then, suddenly one morning, you hear some birds singing. Maybe you see a robin. You head outside, and it's not quite as cold as it has been, and, it even smells different. The snow starts melting, and that smells different, too. And when you can stand in the sunlight and feel it warm on one side of your face, then you know that spring is almost here. And you know the grass will turn green, and the trees will bud, and the little flowers will poke their heads up out of the ground, and everything will come back to life again after the long, cold sleep of winter.
Although it was a little late this year, spring had now burst full force along the riverbank. The buds were busting, the flowers flowering, and everything was humming with the lovely warm thoughts of the summer that lay ahead. You know, Martha, I think spring is my favorite time of year. There's so much to do, so much excitement in the air. There's such a feeling of things happening.
Things are happening all right, Hammy. Our houses are getting cleaned. Our curtains are getting washed. Our floors are getting scrubbed.
Oh, I know there's lots of work to be done, Martha, but it's more than that. It's a warm, happy feeling I have inside. A feeling I just can't find the right word for.
Maybe you've got spring fever, Hammy.
You mean, you think I'm sick?
No, Hammy. It's just an expression to describe the way you seem to be feeling. Everything changes so quickly in the spring.
That's right, Martha, and I don't want to miss anything. I want to be there when it's all happening. I want to be part of everything.
Well, if you just keep your eyes open and watch it all happening around you, you won't miss anything, Hammy.
Well, what I really want to know is, where does spring come from, Martha? I mean, for the longest time it's winter, and it's cold and snowy, and we all seem to sleep a lot, and then suddenly, poof, everything wakes up, and life starts humming again, and it's wonderful, but...
But what, Hammy?
But where does it all come from? What brings spring to the riverbank? Why does it all happen?
Oh, I wish I could answer that, Hammy. Maybe Wise Old Frog has the answer. Let's go ask him what he has to say.
It was a lovely morning for a spin down the river in Martha's boat anyway, so off they set into the warm morning sun. Meanwhile, GP the guinea pig was doing his own spring cleaning. Gosh, I do love spring. I love it because when you do your spring cleaning, you find all kinds of stuff you never knew you had. Just look at all this amazing stuff. Hey, here's a box I don't remember having. I wonder what's in here. I don't remember this funny-looking box. Oops. Ha, sorry. Didn't know you were in there. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing in there? Who are you anyway? Come on, speak up. Cat got your tongue? Well, never mind. Nice meeting you. Hey, my old beach ball. I guess I ought to go to the beach, but I can't go now. I got too much sorting out to do. Hey, look at this, my old tennis racket. Now, do I play tennis? I guess I do. Oh, me, oh, my, how clever can one guinea pig get? Never ceases to amaze me, the hidden talents I must have. And here, my trusty pile of string, and my very own one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring. Oh, glad I found that one. I don't want to lose that. Now, what else have I got? Let's see now.
Oh, good morning, GP. Did you winter well?
Oh, hi, Granny. Yeah, it was terrific, I think. I don't remember all of it. I must have done a lot of sleeping. Yeah, but all in all, it wasn't such a bad winter, I guess. I suppose it was cold, maybe, but, well, you gotta expect that. But as GP and Granny were talking, somebody was taking GP's pile of string.
Well, the bunnies and I just hunkered down in our wonderful, cozy little treehouse and stayed warm and toasty all winter long. It's amazing how comfy that hollow tree is that everybody helped build for us. once the snow comes and covers us up like a blanket. It's so cuddly and warm in there.
Hey, you don't say. Imagine that. Live inside a tree all winter long. Of course, you got the bunnies to keep you warm and all, I guess.
Oh, yes. We all keep each other warm. But when we woke up just yesterday, I went to tidy up, and I couldn't find any string. Do you suppose you could lend me some string, GP?
Oh, I sure can, Granny. I got a whole pile of string. Right over here. Just dig in and take whatever you need. Hey, what's happened to my string? And my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy, boingy spring? That's gone, too. That was here just a minute ago. Now, who in Tonka took my string? And who took my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy, boingy spring? Who? Who? Yeah, I'm sorry, Granny. I guess I'm fresh out of string, but not for long. Look, they left a few bits behind. That wasn't so smart, was it, Granny? That just gives me a trail to follow. Ha! They can't outsmart my mighty brain.
Well, thank you anyway, GP. I hope you find your string and your one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy, boingy spring.
Well, I see you, Granny. I'm off on the trail of string and spring. Aha! There's a piece. There's another piece. Hey, this is easier than I thought. Oops, lost the trail. Gosh, I wish they'd have dropped a little more string. It would have made the trail easier to follow. But trail or no trail, GP was hot on it. Meanwhile, back on the peaceful river. Can you feel it, Martha? Can you feel spring?
Yes, I can, Hammy. And it feels better than ever this year.
And you can smell it, too. There's nothing smells quite as good as spring.
You're right, Hammy. It's a lovely, fresh smell. But it's got kind of a dank, musty, crusty odor about it as well. Well, maybe that's Frog's lily pad I can smell.
Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Hammy. Sleep well this winter?
Very well, thank you, Mr. Frog. Did you enjoy your hibernation?
Best one in years, Martha. Slept like a log. But I always enjoy waking up to spring, don't you?
Oh, I love spring best of all, Mr. Frog. But we do have one question for you.
Ask away, Hammy. I'm still a bit foggy, but I'll do the best I can.
Well, it's just that we all love spring so much, but we don't know where it comes from. Can you tell us where spring comes from, Mr. Frog? And the wise old frog thought and thought, and then he thought some more.
That's a tough one, Hammy. But I remember back when I was a tiny tadpole, my mother used to tell me a riddle about spring. It went something like, when the days begin to lengthen, then the sun begins to strengthen. And, well, I suppose one thing leads to another, doesn't it?
Well, yes, I suppose it does, Mr. Frog. But is that the answer?
It's the only answer I have, Hammy. If it was good enough for my dear old mammy, I suppose it's good enough for me. Now, I'm still a bit groggy, so I think I'll have my midday snooze. Be seeing you.
Not quite the answer Hammy had hoped for, but they thanked Frog for his advice and moved on down the river, still determined to try to find the origins of spring. Meanwhile, GP was still hot on the trail of his missing string and spring. Hey, who's got my string and my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boiny spring? Come back, string! Come back, spring! Hammy and Martha were thoroughly enjoying their quest. They stopped to ask the ducklings if they knew anything about where spring came from. But all they got from them was a bunch of quack babble, and neither Hammy nor Martha could understand any of it. You know, Martha, maybe we should take a walk through the woods. That way we'll meet more of our old friends, and maybe one of them will have an answer.
Good idea, Hammy.
The air was fresh, the sun was warm on their cheeks, and as they walked, they stopped to chat with their old friends to ask each of them the question. Oh, hi, Lenny. We're wondering if you know where spring comes from. I've no idea, Hammy, but I'm certainly enjoying it anyway. I hope wherever it came from doesn't miss it too much.
Snurdly, do you know where spring comes from?
I haven't the foggiest idea, Martha. I just popped my head out of my shell and bingo! There it was, right outside, just waiting for me. Ooh, it's ever so lovely, isn't it? Hey, Martha, there's Squirrel over there. Hi, Squirrel. You spent the whole winter here, too, didn't you? Did you happen to notice how spring arrived?
Oh, not me, Hammy. Oh, when I start running low on nuts, I just stick my head up out of my tree and hope for the best. And here it is. Ain't it grand?
They even stopped to ask Pandora the red panda if she could shed any light on the subject.
It's a real mystery to me, too, Hammy. I figure if I just keep pacing back and forth like this, it may come to me. I just can't think standing still.
Yahoo! Look out! Hammy, Martha, you must be lost. Hey, climb aboard. You can be my first rescue of the season.
Oh, thanks anyway, GP. But we don't need rescuing.
We're just out for a walk to try to find out where spring came from. Any ideas?
Well, I don't know where spring came from, but I'd sure like to find out where my string has gone. And my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring, too. Just disappeared right out from under my nose.
Well, maybe we can help you look for it and find out where spring comes from at the same time, GP.
Then hop aboard, Hammy. Time's a-wastin'. We're off. Ha-ha! There's the trail again. Just keep your eye on that trail of string, Hammy.
I wish you'd keep your eye on the road, GP.
I can't look. I drive so fast I just can't look. That's why I got Hammy to do my looking for me.
There it is, GP. The trail ends at that big tree. Stop the car.
Everybody out! You see, the trail stops here. That means the string and the spring stealer must be real close. Maybe hiding in that hole. That must be where the varmint lives. Hammy, just pop inside and see what you can see, will ya?
Hammy wasn't exactly thrilled at the idea of going in that dark hole to confront the string and spring stealer. But he summoned up his courage and entered the mouth of the hole.
Please be careful, Hammy.
What's happening?
Doesn't look like a varmint to me, GP.
Hey, Turtle, what are you doing here? And where's my string and my spring?
I just woke up, GP. How nice to see everybody. Is it spring yet?
It sure is, Turtle, and we're trying to find out where spring came from.
And I'm trying to find out who stole my string and my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring.
Gee, I'm sorry you lost your string and your one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring, GP, but it's the beginning of a whole new season, and I'm sure things will look up pretty soon.
Hammy heard Turtle say, "Look up." So, Hammy looked up. Look, GP, up in that tree.
Yeah, Hammy, there's my string. Hey, we found my string. I guess the rest of it's up in that nest up there. But, how are we going to get it down? It's a long way up there, isn't it? Hammy, what do you think?
Well, Hammy was an old hand at climbing trees, so he volunteered to go up and check out the nest for GP. Careful, Hammy. Careful.
Hang on tight, Hammy.
Golly, I wish I could do that.
Hammy climbed higher than he'd ever climbed before. Then, just as he neared the nest, wind started to blow the branches, shaking them playfully. "Oh, Mr. Wind, please stop shaking the branches. I'm frightened enough as it is."
Just playing, Hammy. It's only a few more steps to go before you find your spring. Hammy carefully took the last few steps up toward the nest. I've got the funniest feeling I've been here before. And saw all of GP's string, 3 blue eggs, and GP's one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring. So that's what wind meant by spring. Hey, GP, I found your string, and guess what else I found? Have you found spring, Hammy? That's what you're looking for, you know. Well, I haven't found the spring I was looking for, GP, but I found your one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring.
So that's what that thing is.
Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am, or sir?
Well, it's perfectly all right, little fella. I'm just glad you're here to explain what that twisty, shiny thing is that got all tangled up in that lovely string I found. Oh, by the way, I'm Robin Redbreast, and I just arrived back on the riverbank a few days ago.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Hammy Hamster, and that string you found belongs to GP the guinea pig. And that shiny, twisty thing is GP's special, one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring. He'll be very glad to get that back.
Well, he can certainly have that back, but do you think he'd mind if I kept his string? It makes my nest so nice and warm and cozy for me and my young'uns.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't mind lending you his string, Mr. Robin, sir. I'll ask him as soon as I get back safely down, but while I'm up here, there is just one more thing.
And what is it, Hammy? What is it?
Well, we've been asking around all day long to see if anyone could tell us how spring came this year. Did you bring spring back with you by any chance?
Well, I gotta tell you, Hammy, I can't take all the credit, you know, but I usually do my bit. I usually don't come back up here without it, but I really think it's Wind who really starts spring on his way.
Is that right, Mr. Wind? Do you bring spring back to the riverbank?
I do indeed, Hammy, and here's how I do it. With a trickle and a gurgle and a crackle and a pop. With a gushing and a rushing that just won't stop. With a whooshing and a shooshing that's like music to your ears. Guess what? Spring's here. With a creak and a groan and a sound that's loud. The ice leaves the river like a chattering crowd. The snow melts softly and runs away. Spring's here to stay. When the snow's all melted and the sun grows strong, and the buds are busting from their sleep so long. When life starts humming like you knew it would, and you feel good, that's spring.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wind. I'm glad it was you.
Now, we have to find a way to get you back, down to the ground. Hammy, maybe I could lower you on some of this string.
Oh, would you, Mr. Robin? I don't mind climbing up, but climbing back down gives me the shivers. So Robin Redbreast helped Hammy tie the string around him and began to lower him gently to the ground. Gosh, this is like having my very own private elevator. Don't look down, Hammy.
Hang on tight, Hammy.
Don't drop that string, Mr. Robin. It was still pretty scary, so he tried not to look down. But bit by bit, ever so slowly, the ground got closer and closer until at last Hammy got his feet back on solid earth.
Oh, Hammy, I'm so glad you're safe. And I heard Wind singing, so we have the answer to your question about spring, too.
Now, GP, Mr. Robin Redbreast asked if he could keep the string for his nest, 'cause it makes it so warm and cozy. He can have all the string he wants, Hammy, as long as I get my one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring back. You can keep the string, Mr. Robin. Just send down the one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy-boingy spring. Mr. Robin was more than happy to toss GP's favorite spring over the side of his nest.
Look out below.
Here it comes. And down it came, bouncing from branch to branch, bending and boinging its way back down to earth.
I like the bendy boingy sounds it's making. Say, GP, how'd you like to go boing?
I don't know, Turtle. I never boinged. Say, Turtle, tell me, do you like springs?
I like them a lot better than winters, Hammy, but who ever heard of a bendy boingy winter?
It's a one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy boingy spring. Why, once you see it, you'll say yes, it's better than anything.
If you want a ding, then any old thing will ding with a ting-a-ling. But if you want a boing, then you better boing with a boing that's gonna sing.
And it's a one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy boingy spring. And that's a one-of-a-kind, bendy boingy spring.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Robin. Enjoy the string.
Oh, we will, Hammy. And thanks for the thong, GP. A cheer, 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 cheerio.
The way GP drove, it didn't take them long to get home to Martha's house, where they had their first tea party of the season.
That was very generous of you to donate your string to Mr. Robin, GP.
Well, he's got to keep the kids warm, Martha. I'll find more string when I need it.
And you got your one-of-a-kind, handy-dandy, bendy boingy spring back, GP.
And you got the answer to your spring question, Hammy. Now all we have to do is solve the wise old frog's riddle.
As the days begin to lengthen, then the sun begins to strengthen. Well, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it, fellas?
Well, if we have to spend too much time thinking about that one, that could be another whole story. Yuck, 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 yuck.